going to sit over there and then you've got to talk to me.
Just look at you, or do I look at the camera?
No, talk to me. Don't look at the camera.
To you.
Okay. Rolling.
Scene 23. Scene 17. Shot 4.
Like my first big project where I had to like really plan ahead and get everything ready.
The fact that it's not just a film in like normal times is really interesting as well because we get to do all the stunts and stuff, fighting.
Right, well, we've done that. Now put it over Chris. Go on, go on.
Five, he's right out!
It's hard to say because I didn't really feel like head of makeup because we were all kind of giving advice to each other and finding out ideas together. It was just amazing. It was amazing to have a team to work with because I've never worked with a team before. I've always been solo, and being able to kind of rely on other people as well to do things whilst I'm doing something else just kind of freed my mind from all the worries of like, am I going to have enough time to do this and this, and it was really great. I loved it. Loved it. So my name is Florence, but I actually go by FloFx Studio, which is my makeup artist name, if you like. I've been doing makeup for like nearly 4 years now. So I started off as just basics, and now I just want to basically climb up and just do more, develop makeup and more intricate makeup. Yeah. So the thought process before I can think about what I'm going to bring on set is going to be, obviously I'm going to think about the genre. So if it's fantasy, I know there's going to be a lot of going on, in the woods or outside, or it's going to be weathering. So you need to think about the costumes, you need to think about sweat if the actors are like walking a lot. So it starts off by just defining and finding out what's going to happen, and then I can then start building up a list from that.
So I've done a serpentine disarm, or attempted a serpentine disarm, against a rapier without an armoured sleeve. So he's just pulled it out, sliced my arm open. As he should.
As he should.
What a silly thing for my character to do.
I definitely prefer working with anything that's really realistic, but then you have to adapt because on set, of course, you have to work much faster. So yeah, you have to adapt that. But I would say that my style is, slow, chilled, as realistic as possible, as much detail. And we are applying a prosthetic to Anson because he just got cut up. We are connecting it into a blood pump that is connected and taped into his body.
'41, take 2. And action!
Most stuff that I had in mind has worked out, like for example the neck arrow wound that we just going to do today, that was kind of like last minute thinking. I was just like, oh, it's never gonna work out. And the first try that I did, the arrow was flopping. But then that's the mindset that you have to have, is that if it doesn't work out, it has to work out anyways. So you need to find new ways of doing it.
Hackett. Where is Lord Hackett?
I spied him about a moment ago. We're doing le tattoo on Taya. It's like a design that guy called Rurik7 designed for us. And we're just applying that. Come on, just check. At first it was a bit hard because I've never done it, but then it just reminded me of, you know, those stick-on tattoos that you get from like shrink guns when you were younger. It's basically the same process, but you just have to reapply and apply until it works out, basically. And again, it's all about on camera how it looks, and you can always work around it. Just a little bit that doesn't work. But it was fun. I love doing tattoos.
What is your forename?
Hjalmar.
Well, now you are Hjalmar the Wolf. And once I have shown Galiulfir the bear's strength, you will be my commander. And as your king, I give you my word. But first, we must cross this forest to challenge.
Because we're looking at like designs coming from nature.
Yeah.
And, you know, these guys seem pretty chill, even though they're all about conquest and kind of all like fighting and prowess. So the tattoo in itself is almost like I've earned this amount of like ink or whatever. You know, I've spent this much time like bleeding and getting this like painfully dug into me.
But then that double side thing I quite like as well, like more on the, like you said, the work in progress thing.
Yeah, because like getting a tattoo of this kind of size, like it take long enough nowadays. So getting it, you know, done back then through like traditional methods would take a lot of time,
Yeah,
a lot of patience. And how much time can you have to sit and lay and get tattooed, and how long can you take it for as well?
My allegiance is with whoever pays, but my honor is with those whose cause I respect.
And what cause do you have? You don't make your home here, you don't sow the land.
And yet I plan to fight its freedom. You speak of sowing lands, and I come here armed.
Yeah, I wanted to do a bit more of like, you know, fingers chopped, hand chopped, stuff like that. It's like, it's very easy to make because you can just take a cast of your hand and then pour silicone in it and then you have that. But at the same time, obviously, there's no point adding it in if it's not necessary. But I wish we had a little bit more of like chopped limbs and, you know, just flying everywhere. If I was to say, probably the horses, even though I didn't do much makeup in there, it's just, I think, such a cool, epic scene. And obviously the battle that we did in the woods, that was just amazing. There was like just so much going on that I just really can't see that one how it went down. I'm just thinking mostly about, obviously, weathering when it comes to, I think about the genre of the movie. So if it's obviously fantastic or fantasy or...
Just run that again from the top.